Well, hello there again, Munchie Mafia. We're back. I got back from the store. There's a little bit of an issue with a fire truck. So it kind of delayed the traffic. And I turned off the audio. Why is it doing that? Anyway, so yes, I've got my Remy on. Today's weather here is a surprising 73 degrees. So I think it's time for me to put my onesie away. So kind of kind of kind of grieving that a little bit because I love my onesie. And speaking of grieving, so today this episode is dedicated to a dear friend whose birthday is today. He would have been 63, um, and he died from colorectal cancer quite a while back. Um, so this is dedicated to Tormas, a very dear friend of mine who if it weren't for Tormas and Timmy and um, several other people, I probably would not be here today. Um, it was a very dark and dismal time in my life. And so, yeah, I remember he used to tell me, you should seriously contemplate uh, getting on a Food Network and do your own cooking show. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. So this thing here is that goofy ass piece of garbage thing that I got on Amazon. It's an Hasselbeck potato cutter um, because I just thought it would be kind of cool to have a Hasselbeck potato cutter. So got to have potatoes, and unfortunately, all my potatoes had sprouted. So I needed to buy some new potatoes, and realized, oh, another thing that I didn't buy was beer because we don't really drink beer in this household. Don't really drink much at all, period. Um, so it's like every time I have to cook with beer, I'm having to go out and buy beer. Um, oops. So anyway, here we are, Hasselbeck potato cutter. It doesn't do, and then on top of all, the potato jumps out, and then the next thing I know it's like, I end up with these weird ass freaking cuts. Oops. Um, so yeah, and when these things roast off, what you do is just pack it full of butter or whatever, and pour it over the top, and sprinkle a whole lot of seasoning on there. And when they roast, the potato fans out, kind of open like and whatnot. And I have a feeling I'm going to cut my fucking finger off. Um, all right, so yeah, 73 freaking degrees. I couldn't believe it. Hallelujah. Um, so happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. And again, I don't have anything really all that green um in my wardrobe. So no green. So the only green that you're going to see on me is, what's in my tattoos. I've got a lot of them. Which is kind of weird because there's really not a lot of green in them. So anyway, it's been a wonderful week. Weather is starting to really shape up. Looking forward to, maybe doing some outdoorsy things with y'all, and then come home and cook. Maybe take y'all clam digging. Um, maybe go fish for some surf perch and bring it home and show y'all how to cook surf perch. Um, that is, if you guys are interested in that sort of thing. It's entirely up to you guys because this is your show. I'm just here. Um, put that aside for right now. Well, let's go take a looky and see who we have. We've got Tomahawk Mark and Greg, Andy Marak, Mason Hiffner, Main Girl. So I think that's about it for right now. I show 9 people, but um, hi guys, and hello to my onesie women wherever they may be. Not entirely sure if they're around, but hello. All right, so we are cooking corned beef and cabbage. Started the corned beef earlier. You know, these things take a long time to cook, so I figured, okay, we'll just do a pre-live, show how I got that prepped up, and you know, do the cabbage up, and of course couldn't do the potatoes because I didn't have any, or beer for that matter. So what we're using is Widmer Brothers Imperial Hefeweizen. That's what we're using for the cabbage. And then we also have our wonderful corned beef packet that comes with the corned beef that we're actually going to put into the cabbage. In here, Cindy Lou Who will make an appearance a little bit later. She's off puttering around doing whatever Cindy Lou Who's do. Oh, power sliding across the kitchen floor. That's what she's doing. She's so cute. So in case you didn't catch my commutes home and to work, yes, no, today's Sunday. I think I did those on Friday. It explains how I'm a bad dog mom. Actually, I gave her too much CBD drops, and she was a comatose limp rag. I was thoroughly convinced that I had killed my new puppy, but no, she's fine. She's perfectly fine. Mommy needed a rest. Mommy needed to go to sleep. Mommy had to get up early in the morning to go to work, earn money so that she can have all sorts of things to play with and eat and whatnot, you know, as well as the other animals that we have around the house. So, you know, we got Winston, we got Rufus, Leroy Jenkins, Dory, Cindy Lou Who, Bo, and Rocky, and the fish aren't named, so they're just fish. Um, so anyway, the pre-live we were trying something out. We were trying to add a little intro to it, and it kind of got all sorts of cattywampus. So we're gonna figure that one out. Don't know what happened. These are just chives for the potatoes. As roasted potatoes have to have chives. Deliberating whether or not I want to, actually fry up some bacon. Probably not, which probably means I will. Um, and yeah, I'm actually going to, because it's actually part of the what do you call it, cabbage. Okay, so now we got that. We'll set these aside for the moment. So let me go get the bacon because I'm a dipstick and forgot to take it out. Okay. So I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. It's been a wonderful, wonderful day here. I'm kind of feeling a little on the sick side, and I don't know why. I had this horrible stomach ache for the last 3 days now, and a headache at the same time. And it's been kind of frustrating because, I don't know what the hell's going on. The weather is changing quite a bit, and that's probably all it is the weather change and so on. And I'm actually gonna throw that one out. Okay. So I get the extra thick bacon, and I get that over at the Costco. I like their bacon a lot. It's not overly salty, and it cooks down really nice. And one of the things that I did forget that I actually do put in my braised beer cabbage is some Granny Smith apple, but nature of the beast, I forgot to grab that. Store was very, very crowded today, and I was just trying to get in and out of there and try to get home as quickly as humanly possible. And just clearly forgot to grab an apple. So it's up to you if you want to do that sort of thing. I like apple in mine. And it's just one or two Granny Smiths. I don't know why I cut up that entire head of cabbage. It's just two of us. But I like beer braised cabbage a lot. It has a lot of good flavor to it, especially when you have bacon to go with it, because bacon makes everything taste good. So now we're going to just take our bacon and we're just going to give it a slice there, flip it. We're going to make some lardons. Lardon is the French term for chunks of bacon. Let's see here. Awesome. Save some cabbage for a slaw. Yeah, Andy, I could do that, but I don't really have anything that I'm making in the next few days that's going to be slaw friendly. So I don't know, but that's a good idea. Okay, so I'm going to go and turn the stove on. Ow, why is that hot? Oh, and why is that hot? So we're going to turn the stove on and come back over here, and we're going to get our bacon. Throw our bacon in the pot, in my dad's old fry pan. Good old fry pan. So, I'm going to let that get happy. Crack this thing open real quick so I can discard my knife and cutting board. Set that aside. Let's put this in the sink so I can just get it out of the way. Get my garbage bag. My garbage bag. I already discarded my bowl. All right, now we're going to come back over here. We're going to give this a good fry. Spread it all out. All right. Meat candy, yum, yes. Meat candy, gotta love it. I know nobody believed me here, but the solar activity, CMEs and solar flares can cause GI upset and headache, and the sun be popping lately. Yeah, well, the sun is popping, but today is the first day that we've actually had something above 45 degrees since last summer. So also doesn't help that I'm drinking this, but I'm thirsty. Oh, you're already hungry. Yeah, so am I. Gypsy bacon. All right, you need to explain to me what gypsy bacon is, Andy. And hey, food boat. How you doing, Derek? Welcome. Got some sizzle action going on over here with our lardons. And I really love cooking with beer. Beer is always a nice, fun thing to cook with. Grab all these, come on over here this way. I'm going to be spending some time over here. Let's see here. Bring Mr. Tablet over here so I can read y'all while I'm doing this. Oh, jowl bacon. Okay. I never heard it called gypsy bacon before. All right, so here we go. Back to our beautiful bacon. Yeah, this Costco stuff is great. I love it. The only other bacon that I love more than this is the higher end stuff that's like really, really super duper premium. Newski is one. Freaking love Newski. Um, Wild boar bacon that I used to get um, when I was working at the bowling alley. We had wild boar bacon for a while. It's very, almost has a natural sweetness to it. Um, so if y'all are interested in learning how to make bacon, um, maybe we could do that this summer. Fire up the smokers and get it all going and get hold of some wild boar pork belly. Oh, boar belly. I just love wild boar. It has a natural sweetness to it that's different. It's a little bit on the leaner side too. And when it cooks, it's a very deep red colored hue, as opposed to how other bacon's cooked. It almost looks like ham, but it's bacon. Ever have Good Night Brothers? No, I've not. I've not seen that one. It must be a regional thing because I've never seen that one. Uh, yes, French for bacon bits. I love bacon. What? Oh God, Timmy. I get it now. I was confused. I'm like, I didn't say that. I just said, what farm is the Good Night? Okay, so let's start. Let's start this over again. Let's back this train wreck up. Derek, where does Good Night Brothers bacon come from? Because it's got to be a regional thing. Because I have not seen that one. Heavy on the hickory smoke. Well, that's a good thing, though. I really love hickory. Um, I love the smoky flavors when they're really heavy, because then you can do other kind of layering. Who lived in the mountains of North Carolina, and they make their living by selling bacon to people in the surrounding communities. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, very interesting. Pork is so versatile. You can do so many things with it. All right. So our bacon is pretty close to being done. Gotta get a little container here. But we're going to want to use all that bacon fat up. This bacon fat's delicious. Do you have any helpers to complete the food boat? Yeah, that's a great question, Tomahawk. Yeah, you got more helpers to help out with that project there. In case you've never seen the food boat, Derek has this barge that he's working on the version 2.0 of it right now. Totally tore it apart and slowly rebuilding it, and so he's getting it ready for the summer, and can't wait. There's going to be lots of food cooking on that thing when everything gets done. Okay, so unfortunately, electric stoves take forever and a day to cook things. In a perfect world, we would have natural gas, but unfortunately, we live out in the middle of freaking nowhere. So, but fortunately, we live out in the middle of freaking nowhere because it's actually kind of nice to live out in the middle of nowhere. The reason I say that is because we don't have any traffic out here. We don't have to worry so much about a lot of crime. I mean, the most crime that we see out here in this neck of the woods is, um, people stealing stuff off of porches and stealing firewood, and someone stole our generator during the ice storm one year. Now, further up the hill, there was um, a murder, but that was in the other town up from us. Before you get into Mount Rainier, it was really kind of sad. Okay, so we're going to reserve that. Now we're going to take now that we got our nice hot bacon fat. Now, one of the reasons why I like to use the bacon fat is because it has a higher smoke point. Now we're just going to add a little at a time. Let it cook down a little bit. We're going to add some salt, add some pepper. Maybe a little bit more salt. And we're going to just season it as we go. So now, it's kind of funny because cabbage is a lot like spinach in that when you go to cook it, it shrinks. So now we can add a little bit more to it. Maybe a little Cindy Lou Who. Well, she was standing by my feet. Now she's headed somewhere. Huh? What's the matter? Oh, she probably dragged it off somewhere. She has this thing about taking the kitty wands. She's very fond of those cat wands, and she drags it around the house. And oh, she's such a joy. Yeah, she was so drugged up. She looked like she was comatose. Oh, she's in her crate. Oh, yay! She went into her own playpen. That's great. So, anyway. God, it smells so good. I just love the smell of bacon. I'm gonna take a peek in the oven real quick, see how our corned beef is doing. The temperature that we want on our corned beef, internal temperature, needs to be at about 190 degrees for it to be tender. And that's just the temperature for brisket in general. Brisket's not one of those things that you can eat medium rare. It's got to be like, way cooked. And then well rested. Corned beef, not so much, but just brisket. If you're smoking a brisket, you want that damn thing to rest for at least a couple of hours for a whole brisket. And we're gonna have to do a brisket this summer. Do some beautiful brisket sandwiches and whatnot. Also this casserole that I make with smoked brisket. It's kind of like a enchilada casserole of sorts. But instead of the enchilada sauce, it's barbecue. And it's got lots of other goodies in it, including beer braised cabbage, part of the layer. I guess you could call it a brisket enchilada casserole slash lasagna of sorts. All right, so we'll just add the rest of that in there. And now I finally have a garbage bowl. Not that I need a garbage bowl at this point. So it's 5:51 right now. 5:51 my time, according to this clock. I don't know if the clock is right. Now, if you wanted to, you could add some onions, but I would start those after the bacon, and then deglaze the pan a little bit with the beer, and then start building on the cabbage. We're gonna want to get this going. Give it a good saute, and then we're gonna hit it with the beer here in just a moment. And we don't want to add the bacon too soon, because then it runs the risk of overcooking and you end up with little chunks of ash in your mouth. All right. Oh my God. Staring at that bacon has me hungry. That bacon would be gone. Yeah, it's really hard for me to stay away from it. Okay, so now that we got this beautiful gleaming, glistening appearance to our cabbage, we're gonna actually start hitting it with some beer. We also have, okay, does anybody remember what the mealy brown bits at the bottom of the pan is called when you're sauteing stuff? Anybody remember? Fond, yes, that's correct. It's called fond. Very good. And it's just the caramelization that's built up on the bottom of the pan. So when you deglaze the pan with whatever you're going to deglaze with, whether it be stock or water or beer or booze or whatever, it helps to release all that back into the food. And that's where the flavor comes from, is from that fond at the bottom of the pan, which is, going to be predominantly the bacon. So we're going to hit this with a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper. I never know what to do with the rest of the beer. I always end up with extra beer. Okay. I wonder when the air conditioning is going to start kicking on, because it's pretty freaking hot in here. Oh my God. Okay. All right, Rue. So now we're going to just reduce the temperature down, let that simmer, let that cabbage get nice and relaxed and happy. The flavor is just amazing. I'm going to be farting up a storm. Just know it. I need another pan. So now we're going to come over here, drag the tablet back. Greg, I don't drink beer. I'm not a beer drinker. I have to really be in the mood to drink beer. I'm a bourbon girl. Okay, another Silpat. And these Silpats came off of Amazon. These ones are made for half sheet pans. They will not fit properly in uh, the typical sheet pans that you find in homes. Okay, so now we got this. Got the butter. I need a spatty spat. Let's see here. Do I have a spatty spat? Where's my spatty spats? There's a spatty spat. All right. Spatty spat. And now we got butter. Are we frozen? No. All right. Butter is softened. What we're going to do is we're going to just take a little bit. We're just going to kind of, stick a little bit of it in there. Just do that and just go in with each slice and just do a little light swipe of the butter inside each slice. And now who's texting me? Oh, thank you, Main Girl. Main Girl just donated $5. Thank you so much, my darling. Cheers. My phone meows when I get a text or notification. Thank you so much. It's our very first donation. Okay, so then you can just take some and just spread it over the top. Because what's going to happen is it's going to melt, and then it's going to just dribble on in there, and it's going to just feel like, hello there, potato. Look at me. I'm your bestie. We're going to make some beautiful memories today, aren't we? So there we go. And yes, I know I didn't put my hair back. Just didn't feel like it today. My hair's like, I want to be flowing free and be fancy. Actually been considering cutting it all off lately, or at least half of it. Oh, somebody just squeaked. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's little Cindy Lou Who running around with the zoomies. Being a crack baby is what she's doing right now. You're sleeping alone tonight? Oh, Timmy? No. Yeah. It's okay. He has no sense of smell. He had surgery on his sinuses a long time ago, and they obliterated his sinuses, so he has no sense of smell. He actually has to use a special sniffer at work to detect if there's any kind of leaking toxic gas whenever he's working on certain types of equipment. So this is like a really time-consuming project. I mean, it takes longer to do this than it does actually sauteing cabbage, but it's one of those things where it's just so worthwhile. But I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should have just limited Timmy to one potato. Instead, I made what the hell are you doing, dog? I'm doing 6, just in case we have leftovers, because we don't mind eating the same thing day in and day out. Although last night we had Jersey Mike's, and before anybody judges us for Jersey Mike's is way better than Subway. I love their Phillies. My God, she's just wound up and ready for something. I don't know. Feel like we need to put in an agility training course through the house. And just Is that Dory too? Oh God, both of them got the zoomies. Hopefully they both sleep tonight, so I don't have to drug them. Um, so we don't have to drug Dory. She's 7. Um, she's about the age that Dobby was when Dory was Cindy's age and came to live with us. Yeah, and yeah, I think so too. Which is funny because at work all we have is turkey and chicken based meats. Um, we don't serve any pork whatsoever, and they get they get a they get something with beef in it once a month at the jail. Helps to cut costs. And it's this stuff that's called turkey ends and pieces, and it's like scrap uh, cooked turkey from the people that make the deli meats, like Dietz and Watson and Boar's Head and stuff like that. And it's all the scrap pieces from that, and then we also have this chicken and turkey uh, mechanically ground uh, meat that we use for everything else. And actually made some meatballs. I swear to you, they were the size of baseballs. By the time all was said and done, and it's like I had to make a country gravy with it to go with it, and the guys were all and my trustees that work in the kitchen with me, they get to enjoy a double portion of meals, and that's kind of incentive for them to come and work in the kitchen is so they can get these double portions. Plus, they get time work time credit for it, and they were just sitting over there on their crates, just being quiet as can be, just munching away on these things, and they're like, "That's a meatball." I said, "Yeah, that is a meatball. You're right." Um, because I know how to make meatballs. Um, and I follow the pars on the recipes. I don't necessarily follow the pars on the um on the spices and stuff. And look at me go. I've already forgotten to put this in. So we're gonna come back over to our to our cabbage, and we're gonna throw that little packet in. I'd forgotten about it, so we're just gonna pretend that I threw it in much sooner. Um, wow. Okay. So our cabbage is looking gorgeous. We got quite a bit of liquid still in there. So what is the what is the term for cooking something until the pan is nearly cooking a liquid until the pan is nearly dry? Does anybody remember that one? I'm sure Tiger's got the answer for that one. Hey, Oyster. Hey, Brian. So nice to see y'all. Osek, that's right, Osek. So we're cooking the Osek. Osek is when the liquid that you have in your pan is cooked down to just about being completely evaporated. Um, and that's one of the things that you do when you're making beurre blanc is you saute your shallot and garlic and and then hit it with your herbs and stuff, and then hit it with the wine and let the wine take it all almost down to virtually nothing. And then you take the pan off the heat and then you start to work in your butter. And there you have it. Then you have beurre blanc, which is a butter sauce, basically. Um, so, yes, Andy, I love good meat too. I don't, oh, the hell? What are you doing, dog? What are you doing, dog? Your playpen moved. So, anyway, we're going to actually pull out our beautiful beautiful corned beef from the oven and take a look at it. Ow, that's hot. Why is that hot? I think I've said that already. Let's see here. Reminder to self, go buy some new oven mittens. These ones have seen better days, and I don't have matching ones anymore. Because I set fire to the matching one that I have in my hand on that one. And then this one, I don't know, blew away in a windstorm because I left it on top of the smoker. Okay, so let's open the oven up. Wow. Oh God, the smell of that just smells beautiful. So take a lookie. And use a crappy sheet pan that you don't give a shit about, even though you have tented it. So we loosely tented this. And now we're going to take our thermometer and stick it in there and see where we're at. Internal temperature is showing 174 degrees. So we've got a little ways to go yet before this is going to be ready. So when it comes to this sort of thing, I like to stick the thermometer in the several places just to make sure that it's all correct. And we're not quite there yet. So right now would be a good time to get those potatoes in to roast. Probably could have put them in. Hey, can you hold that little thing so I don't set fire to her tail? Just hold her back. All right, well, I'm gonna stick that in there. We're gonna get our potatoes, and we're gonna get our potatoes in the oven too. Shit. Have to do it that way. All right. So we're gonna let that do its thing for a little while longer. I'll pop over and say hi and see how everybody's doing so far. So yeah, I couldn't believe 30 or 73 degrees today. It was cold as hell. I had it was cold as hell the other day. Friday morning, 35 degrees, I think it was. Now we're at 70. It's like, what the hell is this all about? Like, makes no sense at all. Ow. Did who fall asleep? Who fell asleep? Don't fall asleep. I know I'm boring, but I'm kidding. And not kidding, but kidding. Let's see here. Yeah, yeah. Call Tiger for help. Make sure that he's your call a friend. Harvey fell asleep. Hi, Teresa. Nice to see you this afternoon or evening, or actually, it would be evening, wouldn't it? Over in your neck of the woods. It's 6:08 here. So, oh, you're in Texas, so that's what, 2 hours ahead? Depends on where. Yeah. What time is it there, Teresa? Oh, nice. Clam chowder. What is that noise? Don't chew on that. She's got the baseboard. Come here. She's pulling the baseboard up. Next to the baseboard. Goofy ass dog. Come here, puppy. Come here. Come here, Cindy. Come here, Cindy. Come here. Come on. Since I'm not handling food, you can come up and say hi to everybody. You want to come say hi to everybody? There we go. We got a Cindy Lou, who is 13 weeks now. She's getting so big. There we go. See, look at that. Oh, that was my mouth. That was my mouth. That was my mouth. There she is. Say hi to everybody. Our newest munchette. She is. She's the president of the Munchie Mafia uh, Pet Society. So there we go. Oh, does Dory want to come and say hi? Come here, Dory. Come here. Oh, no? Okay. Not a chance, Mom. She's being camera shy. But she's the older version of that dog. Um, just different color. Um, Hi. Do you want to come up and say hi? Come here, baby. Come here, Dory. Come here, baby. No, I don't want to. But I want to come back up. Come on. Come on. I want to come up. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. No, I don't. These dogs are so cat-like in so many ways. It's so funny. They just they just remind me of little barking cats. Um, she's really beginning to outgrow. Come here, come back here, come back here, come back here. Like she's really outgrowing her sweater or her jacket, her little denim jacket. It's almost time to go and get her a new one because we still have some cold nights. Yeah, isn't that right? And her little butt. I love her little butt. Her tail is really growing in. No, don't lick the microphone. So she's got this black spot on her butt, but her tail is growing in. It's going to be this big cascading thing of fur by the time all is said and done. Isn't that right, baby? Isn't that right? Yeah, yeah, yes. And she's a piranha. She's being a piranha, little piranha. Don't you bite me. Don't you bite me. All right. Hi, Cece. Welcome. We're just uh we're just cooking off our stuff. We got a little ways to go yet before everything's done. We're gonna go and check our cabbage. And so the liquid is starting to really evaporate quite a bit. What's wrong? Oh, you said whoops. Okay, so it's starting to evaporate. We don't want to overcook it. So there's that. I really want to taste that so bad. I really do. I just absolutely love cabbage. Cabbage is delicious when it's cooked. Now I can't eat my cabbage without um, malt vinegar. So I just love malt vinegar in mine, but I put it on there when I go to eat it. Mm, mm. Oh, that half is phenomenal. Okay, so I'm gonna add some more salt. And yes, I'm gonna double dip because it's just me and Timmy that's gonna be eating this, and he doesn't mind if I double dip. So, and we're not here to put on a hugely polished cooking show. It's just a chef doing home cooking, which I'm actually enjoying again because one of the bad things about working in restaurants is you work these long ass hours. Sometimes you don't get days off for a long time, and you get home and it's like you're just so burnt out on cooking because that's all you're doing all day, and you're around food. Perfect. You're around food all day. You just have no interest whatsoever in eating anything, let alone cooking. And when your day off comes along, it's like your feet are killing you, your hips are killing you, your back is killing you. You're wanting to catch up on your sleep, but at the same time, you got like a mound of laundry to do because everything smells like servers' tears and French fries with a side of ranch. And that you don't. I mean, the only thing that you can think of is I gotta eat, but what am I going to eat? And you open up your refrigerator, and it's like the only thing that you've got in there is yogurt, and it may or may not be expired by about 6 months. And you've got like a bag of gummy bears, and that's about it. Um, and so DoorDash it is, because you just don't have the energy. So, all these years of, working in kitchens, now that I'm not doing that so much anymore, now that I'm still in a kitchen, but I'm the food service director, I still cook, but it's not to the extreme that, yeah, the extreme, not extent, but extreme, um, as I had been in the past. So when I get home, I actually think to myself, maybe I'll just fire up the stove and make something quick, maybe grilled cheese or something. Or, and it's like my days off. I'm spending time with you all here in my channel, and we're cooking up goodies. And you know what? Life is actually good because even though my job working at a jail doesn't offer me much opportunity to be creative and to do all sorts of pretty presentations and plating because it's a jail. um I feel satisfied because I can cook some cool stuff for you all, and hope and pray that y'all share some pictures of something that we've cooked together. um but I think Tiger is the only one that's tried cooking something that I made, and I think that was chicken stock. So send me your pictures of the stuff that you cook that you've seen me do. I'd love to see it. And still need to talk to Mike about the whole challenge thing. Has anybody seen Mike? I talked to him on the phone yesterday, but oh, the peanut butter bars. Oh, yeah, that would be a fun one. I should do that one because that one's a fun one, especially if you've got children. It's a great way to teach them some kitchen math and how to read a recipe and how to follow directions. It's a great opportunity to get in the kitchen and get these kids to do something, and because it's really a no bake, but you still have to heat up the heat up the stove to melt the chocolate, but that's just about it. And um, for the most part, that would be a fun one. One of the other ones I want to do is the raspberry jammer bars that I keep getting myself in trouble with over at the coffee stand. I love those things to death, and definitely got to make them. So I'm just waiting on all that. Probably should have put the potatoes in a little sooner. But hindsight is 50-50, I guess. So, see, my kid is only good for cleaning the floor since he is a fur baby. LOL. Well, yeah, that would, yeah, our dogs like to do that too. And sometimes it's not always food items that they're eating, it's other things that they shouldn't be eating that's non edible, like a piece of plastic wrapping or something. And it's like, give me that. And they go running through the house with it in their mouth, like, yeah, it's mine now, mom. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Okay, so we're gonna actually just turn that. Actually, no, we're gonna turn that to low. We're gonna let that do its thing. Oh my god, that is so delicious. One of the other things you could put in there if you wanted is fennel, some shredded fennel if you wanted, but you have to like licorice in order to want to do that. And fennel's kind of one of those expensive ingredients. And also, put the onions in there too. Um, so we're gonna plate this family style when it's done. And one of the nice things about those potatoes is that they actually cook a lot faster because you've put all these incisions through it so the heat can get in there. Um, they can it could take, like maybe about 20 minutes. Um, so let's take a look here. Very cool transition, Tim. I didn't see the transition. Did you do a different one? Several? Hmm, interesting.
You want to see that one?
Yeah, I want to see that one. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that one. I really like that one. I really like that. I like that transition. So, whoosh. I love it. Yeah, like a page turning, but backwards. But I went swoosh. We'll just use swoosh. I like the swooshy. I want to see one where it explodes. It just goes poof, and there's the next transition. That would be kind of cool. But I don't know if we have something like that. Do we have something like that, like a swooshy, or not swooshy, but like an explosion thing? Hmm. So anyway, so what do you think we should do next? Okay, swipe is a production term for that. Okay, that's a good thing to know. But just gonna call it swoosh. I like swoosh. Swoosh is a better word. I like it. Sounds cute. Oh, here comes a Dory. Do you want to get on camera now? Do you want to get on the camera now? She's like, no, I don't want to get on camera right now. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, please. The other thing about these dogs, they're Tibetan Spaniels. They don't listen for shit. They just want to do their own thing. And in order for you to get them to do what you want them to do, you got to make it seem like it was their idea to do it. And then maybe they might do it. They're just so annoying sometimes, but they're cute and they're fluffy and they're just so expressive in their faces and stuff. So, yeah. I think that No Bake Dessert is a great short. It was so easy. Yes, yes, it is easy. Because it's like what, 5 ingredients? It's butter, Rice Krispies, peanut butter, powdered sugar, and chocolate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Butter, peanut butter, Rice Krispies, confectioner's sugar, and chocolate. Yeah, 5 ingredients. Yeah, and there's a little bit of a funny story, but I think I might have already told it about over at the retirement community that I was at. The previous maintenance guy used to get so mad at me because it's like whenever it came up as bar cookie day, I always made that, and they would love it. They'd go out and do my table touches at the end of service, and I'd go out there, and some of them would have chocolate all over their faces, all over their hands, all over the table, all over everything. But there was these handrails all the way down both sides of the hallway, and he would have to clean off chocolate smudges off the handrails the next day after the whole bar cookie thing. And he to the point where he was like, "Can you just stop making those? I'm tired of cleaning up after you. If you're gonna keep making those, then you clean it up." And I'm like, "That's not my job." And so I made it more often, just to piss him off. Um, and then he quit, which was nice because, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Married women say about their husbands that he's the head, but she's the neck. I don't know about that. So how many times I said, you know what'll happen if you do that? Okay, so now we're gonna add our bacon to it. Let it get softened and pick up some of the flavors of the bacon up and get some more of that bacon goodness. Now, Dory, if you come over here, I'll give you a piece of bacon. Would you like a piece of bacon? Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. I'm not going to give you this bacon unless you come here. Come here, baby. Come say hi to everybody. You know you want this. Cindy wants it, but Cindy's already said hi. Now come here. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come get the bacon. Come get the bacon. No, 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 no. Not for you. Come on. Come on, Dory. No, not you. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, baby.
It's okay.
Come here, baby. Come here.
Come on, Billy.
Come on, baby. I'll set it right there for right now. Okay, come on, baby. Up, go. There we go. Here's your bacon. Here's your bacon bit. Oh, yeah, I know, I know, I know. So here's our Dory. She's wearing her purple hoodie. You want your bacon? You earned it. Oh, she dropped it. So here's our big girl. This one's Dory. Yes, I know. You're scared. You're scared of being up high like that. I know. I know. All right. So there's our Dory. And she dropped her bacon. Come on, take your bacon with you. There you go. She's even cuter without her sweater on. And she's got a lot of hair. And eventually Cindy will have that much hair too. And, we're going to have two hairy dogs. And it's really funny because I bought a really beautiful sectional sofa a couple years ago and decided I was going to get a black sectional sofa. And I was thinking to myself, afterwards, after the fact, I was like, great. So I've got two sable colored dogs, an orange and white cat, and an orange cat. And then Leroy and at the time we had Kiwi, who was a Russian blue. Her hair would have just blended in, but she didn't really shed a lot. But I had all these light colored dogs, and I was like, oh my God, this was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Why couldn't I have gotten like something that was tan colored or something like that? Because that way, their fur wouldn't be seen very easily. But now it's like crazy. Now we got little Cindy Lou Who, who's mostly white. Yeah, maybe I'll get a new sofa, one that actually blends with the dogs. Hey, onesies, welcome. We're doing corned beef and cabbage. I guess Tiger said that you guys didn't want the corned beef and cabbage. That he had to make you fish or something like that. That's what he said. So we're gonna take the rest of this butter and we're gonna pitch it into the cabbage. There we go. Just gonna let it do its thing, and we should be good. Good to go. Because butter always makes things taste so much better. Gives it that unctuous feel. All right, there we go. Our potatoes are looking good. Potatoes are looking damn good. So we're going to be setting it up on the platter in just a few minutes. These potatoes are just about done. So anyway, And sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys just hang tight for a sec. Be right back. Okay. Holy hell. All right, sorry about that. My audio still on? Um, anyway, sorry about that, guys. No, yeah, different kind of Amazon delivery. Been kind of feeling a little off last couple days. So anyway, should probably get a spoon. Somehow I have to walk halfway across the kitchen to get a spoon. Okay. So anyway, how long does the meat cook approximately? Depending on the size of of the um the brisket. That one there I think was 4 pounds. So it's usually takes about anywhere from 3 to 6 hours, depending on your oven and the way that you cook it. It's best to just use one of those Bluetooth thermometers that you just stick it in there and set it for 190 degrees and let it tell you when it's ready. It's one of those things that's ready when it's ready, because you don't ever want to uh, pull it out too soon, because if you do, then you end up with a tough cut of meat. Um, if you let go too long, it becomes stringy, and then the only thing you can really do with it is, eat strings of corned beef or turn it into corned beef hash. Not that that's a bad thing, because corned beef hash is actually pretty good as long as it's not out of a can. God, we used to have that at the bowling alley because we didn't make it from scratch, um, except for after St. Patrick's Day, whatever leftover corned beef we had, we would do scratch made corned beef hash. But oh my God, good God, that stuff smells like freaking dog food. Every time I opened up one of those cans to portion it out, it's like, "Ugh." I already have that problem today. So I hope that answers your question. The best thing to do is just get one of those fancy thermometers and set it for 190 degrees, and just hang back and wait. And I have one of those, but I forgot to bring it. I totally forgot all about it and forgot to bring it in. Hey, dog, dog. Hey, Cindy, 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 get out of there. No, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, 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 out spot. So let's take a look at our beautiful goodness over here. Yeah, there we go. Really looking nice. And that's the same thing as brisket whole when you go to smoke it. 190 degrees is a magic number. Different meats have different numbers. Like pork butts is like 200 to 215 in order to get it to shred. So let's see here. Yeah, bathroom break, everyone. Yeah, no, I not been feeling too hot this morning. I think it was this morning. I was telling Tiger, I just don't know if I'm. It was last night, late last night. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a live tonight for today because I'm just not feeling up to it. Spent half the night in the bathroom, praying to the porcelain god. So sour cream. Now, does anybody know what the difference is between a regular sour cream and a Mexican sour cream? Anybody tell me? Don't say one's from Mexico. Let's see here. Let's grab my cake tester. Cake tester. Cake tester. Oh my God. Why? Are too many toolboxes? Yeah, to hell with it. She's a fork. Watch out, Cindy. See, yeah, those potatoes should almost be done. Let's use this. Baby, go to daddy so I don't singe your whiskers off. Go on.
Cindy.
Go see daddy. Go on. Go that way. Go to daddy. Go to daddy. Cindy, look. Well, I'm trying not to push her around the corner.
Okay.
Go on. When she walks, she's got this cute little butt and she's got the twerking action going when she walks. It's so cute. A little bubble butt. A little bubble butt booty dog. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, definitely need to get new mittens. All right, let's take a looky here. Yes, potatoes. Yes, potatoes. Not quite there. So let's stick that in there. Check our beautiful and flat. Check our flat because this is going to need a rest anyway. And sometimes with some of these meats, when the temperature doesn't go much farther. It's called the stall. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that it's wrapped a little bit more tightly. We got another about 10 minutes on that. Send a bad boy back in there. All right. Yes, Mexican is lighter. That's correct. Somewhat. Mexican sour cream, a real Mexican sour cream, does not have gelatin in it. And while some sour cream or some dairy places are starting to withhold that gelatin, several of them still have it. Let's see here. This one doesn't even tell me what ingredients are in it. Just ingredients, cultured cream. That's all it says. Okay, so this one probably does not, but yes, it is lighter. But it also doesn't have the gelatin in it. This one doesn't. More and more dairies are opting to go without, including in their yogurts, because they use it as a stabilizer so that it doesn't separate. Yeah, whipped toppings for 200. Hey, Captain Geechee, happy St. Patty's Day. We got corned beef going, and it's stalled at 185 right now. We just need another 5 degrees. And it's one of those things where you can't really turn up the stove or turn up the oven in hopes that it'll cook faster, because it's not how it works, especially when it's that thick, in the middle. So you just got to wait it out. You taking the puppies outside? Okay. So Timmy's going outside, so we're not going to have all the cute little things for a little while, but that's okay. He needs a break. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another live tomorrow. I was thinking about doing like a really cool clam thing, because usually Saturdays or Sundays we're doing seafood Sunday, but today's St. Patrick's Day, so it's corned beef and cabbage. So I thought maybe we'd do that tomorrow, but ooh, jalapeno cornbread. Oh God, I love that. I love that so much, especially when there's cheese on top. Oh my God, yes. And then you got a whipped honey butter. Mm, I love cornbread. And cornbread's awesome. So let's see. So we gotta do maybe I'll do the no bake tomorrow. You guys want to do the no bake tomorrow? We can do a no bake. That's really simple. We could do that. I know I have all the ingredients for that. You have to wait until after I get back from Costco, though. I do have to go to Costco and get groceries. Yes, yes. I got one yes. Anybody else? You guys want to see how to make a peanut butter cup cookie, no bake cookie bar? They're really good. And if you have one of those little cookie cutters that are shaped like an Easter egg, you can stamp them out into little Easter eggs and decorate them for Easter, which is coming up soon. Those are always fun. Or give the kids little baggies of royal icing and some whatever, colored coconut and little Easter egg jelly beans and stuff like that, and they can decorate them up themselves. So if anybody has kids or grandkids that love to decorate and love to make a mess, it's a great one to do. You just get all the different pastel colors of uh, of thingies and just go for it. What would you substitute for heavy cream? Depends on what you're going to use it for. Like, give me an example of something that you need to make that requires heavy cream that you don't have heavy cream. Because if it's a sauce, you can just do half and half. And you might have to, put a little bit of a roux to it, or a cornstarch slurry. But you got to keep in mind, if you have to do a cornstarch slurry, it's going to change the flavor a little bit. Uh, New England clam chowder. Um, with mine, with my clam chowder, I use half and half and whole milk, and um, and I've got a dairy intolerance, so it's like I have to pick and choose when I want to suffer. And when it comes to clam chowder, I'll suffer any day of the week for that. But just do your best with that. Just use a little bit of half and half and whole milk. Or if you can't, if dairy in general hurts your stomach, then you can try the lactose free milk, and then just use a little bit more as a thickener. Um, the other thing that you could do is, I've tried this once before, but it was with my creamy mushroom soup. Is I took a log of just plain goat cheese, which has a flavor of cream cheese, and just throw that in there because I don't have problems with goat milk at all. You get a little bit of a tart flavor on the back on the finish, but you could use that, and just use 2% milk, and use a little thing of little log of goat cheese. You could do that. Um, don't do feta because it's too dry, and it's just gross. That would be gross. That would be just gross. Don't do that. Just don't do it. Um, so yeah, I I I can feel your pain, definitely. 'Cause, man, it's like there's times when, I don't have problems uh with certain things, but then on certain days it's like then other days it's like, I'm suffering. I'm a suffering fool. Um that's probably what got me is the cheesecake that I had the other night. Now that I think about it, that's about when my stomach problems started happening. Um so I'm gonna definitely need to get the lactate out for that if I'm gonna eat some more of it. Because I love cheesecake. And again, it's one of those things where, I gotta choose my battles wisely, and, I'll die on that hill. Because cheesecake ice cream is another one that's like, but man, it's like that Tillamook frozen custard. One time I ate a whole pint of that one night, and I honestly felt like I was going to die. I thought I was going to die. Um, So I ended up having to take a Lactaid, and then found out, one Lactaid is just not enough for a whole pint of ice cream. So I ended up taking 3, and that seemed to, keep things at bay somewhat. So, um, and as far as cheese goes, if you like Swiss cheese, most Swiss cheeses, not all of them, but most of them, are lactose free, especially Jarlsberg. Um, that's really It's really a nice cheese. So if you have problems with like cheddars and stuff like that, try that one. Try the Jarlsberg. That's I can eat grilled cheeses all day with that and not have a problem. Huh? That's weird. Yeah, cheesecakes are definitely is definitely a necessary evil, especially the ones that I got. I got key lime pie, cheesecake. Oh God, it was so good. It's one of those Cheesecake Factory frozen cheesecake wheels. It's got like a couple of different there. It's got like 4 different flavors in it. And I saw that I'm like, that kills 2 birds with 1 stone because Timmy likes the plain and he likes the strawberry. And I like the other weirder flavors like the banana cream one and the key lime pie especially. And yes, that's what drives me nuts about key limes. They are specific. They are very specific. They're small, not necessarily always green. They might have a greenish tint, but it's like I hate going to the store craving a key lime pie and looking in the bakery case and asking, so what color is it? Is it green or is it yellow? And well, it's green because it's key lime. And I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Freaking drives me nuts every time. It's like there's no green in key lime pie. I wish they would stop doing that because they are a pale yellow color. They're supposed to be pale yellow colored. But yeah, there's definitely there's definitely a difference. Just like calamansi limes from the Philippines, those have a very very distinct flavor to them as well, and they're not necessarily green either. They're kind of orange colored, but they're green on the outside. Um, so let's take a looky here, see what's going on with this bad boy. Our potatoes are probably done by now. Potatoes first. Take a gander at them. Yeah, you can see how they've separated from one another. All the slices are separate. Turn that off for the moment. Let's see here. Grab this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got potatoes. We've got potatoes. Now these are reds, so they are part of the waxy potato family. So they're not going to be all crumbly and stuff or not crumbly, but all creamy like the starchy ones. As if I'm going to eat potatoes, I want the good ones. I want the ones that taste good, that have good body and good flavor to them. Okay, so this is our cabbage. And Timmy, you're okay to stay out there for a couple more minutes if need be. You don't have to come right back in just yet. I hear Dory barking. And I'm sure he's watching from the porch to see if I need help. So there we have that. So this is our cabbage. We don't want all of that cabbage water beer stuff. We're just gonna kind of use my spoodle that the onesie women really love to help drain off some of that excess. So, oh, you came in anyway? I said you didn't have to come out right away. No, you must not have heard me. Anyway. All right. So he has some dribble, but that's all right. Oh, we cannot let that go to waste. No, we cannot. Cabbage we can. Gonna leave a few crumbs there. Okay, so there's that. Take that out, put that in a bowl. No. Expect. Use that one. Why is she barking? Oh, the kids. Okay. So now here's our beautiful potatoes. They're a little lightly crispy. So we're going to put those right there. Now, when it comes to plating and presentation, especially when it comes to family style meals, I'm a firm believer in odds, but I'm also a firm believer in not having everything. I'll put one right there. Everything all in line. I like symmetrical plating. I'll just prop that one right there, like so. So we got two there off centered. Put the third one. I guess we're just going to do 3 and 3 like so. So 3 and 3. Put that right there. I got one of those little cute little brown breads. Okay. So we're going to let that do its thing for a little while longer. I'm going to dress up our potatoes. It's going to flop over. I just know it. Which is really kind of funny because sour cream does not bother me so much. Yogurt doesn't bother me so much. I think it's mostly because most of those are cultured. Okay, there's that. We got this. Green onion. Or not green onion, chives. Some chives there. Chives there. Chives there. More chives. Even more chives. Because we gotta have chives. Chives are good. Chives are delicious. Okay. Stick with that because less is more, right? All right. Next on the agenda is move this to the back. That over there. Oh, Rocky. Rocky. All right. Whoops. That is really smelling delicious. I'm sure by now we're probably at the temperature that we want. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So now I'm going to pop my bread in the oven for just a few minutes. Warm that bad boy up. Oh, shit. Got to grab extra butter for the bread. Okay. Go. Grab this baby. Take it over here. It's gorgeous. It's got some beautiful color to it. Look at that. Nice. Where art thou? So there we have it. Now, how do you slice this? Well, you have to slice across the grain. So if you flip it over, you'll see these striations. They're going from here to there. That is, so if we cut it this way, it's going to be all stringy because we're cutting with the grain. So we want to go across the grain. Did I say with the grain earlier? I think I said that. Think I said it wrong. Oh, that's why it feels weird. I'm left-handed. Duh. Okay. So there we have it. Now you could just go in and you could just take that fat cap off. And see how it's rendered off nicely. There's not really a lot left over. It's really not a lot. So we're just going to go in and we're just going to clean this up a little bit. Also, you can see the striations coming through. Why was it blue? Oh, lovely. Okay, so I guess we're going Technicolor. Just as long as it's not different color to the point where we're going to be like stroke the furry wall afterwards. But okay, so across the grain, right? Get it pulled apart. No, I'm not going to pull it apart because I want nice slices. I want nice slices. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just the color of that. And a screaming bird in the process. It's blue again. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? I have a feeling I'm going to be making corned beef hash and eggs for breakfast in the morning, provided my stomach settles down. I'm not even sure if I'm going to even be able to eat this. Okay. Yes, the texture looks nice. I mean, look at that. This is what happens when you buy a good quality corned beef. It's just, it's got nice texture to it, and so on and so forth. So now we're going to I got a puddle of stuff on my platter. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I mean, it is butter and beer. It's been cooked down, so we'll just kind of lay it out around these potatoes. All right. God, that sucked. I should have brought the other platter out instead. Oh, God, that's green. And I'm going to start St. Patrick's Day. Okay, that works. Okay. But can you warn me ahead of time? Because now I'm like, am I hallucinating? But I want to live. Okay. So there we go. I'm just waiting on our bread. I wish you all could smell this. This smells so freaking delicious. Why are you drooling? Because it's delicious. That's why, Mark. Who was it that was asking for corned beef? Asking me if I was going to do corned beef. Who was asking? I don't remember who it was. So that person could get the proper credit. And one of the other things that you can do with your sour cream is you can put a little bit of horseradish in it. And then that would just freaking make it totally banging. So now we're going to also put a little bit of pepper and salt onto a little bit of salt and pepper. Crack a little bit of pepper and salt on your potatoes. A little bit of salt, just a smidge. There you go. And there we have it. Would you all like to see the money shot? over there. Trip over a cat in the process. Move. Winnie, move. Winnie, Winnie, move. All right. So do we have the camera over here yet? There we go. How are we lined up with the camera? We good? Up a little? Oh God, I'm burning myself. I can't tip it. There's beer. So that's as good as it's gonna get because I just burnt myself. Oh. Oh wait. I know what I can. Oh, I know what I could do. I know what I could do. Wait. And just put the towel underneath. Let it drain into the towel. How's that? Is that good? Yeah. Just let it just gently drain into the towel instead of on my hand. Exactly. So there we have it, folks. Ow. It's one thing I don't like about that platter. I'm gonna have to bring the other one in. Okay. So, Munchie Mafia. The money shot. Licking the phone again. Yes, Harvey. Welcome back, Harvey. All right. So there we have it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you all are well. And it's that time. So, Munchie Mafia. Shout outs. We didn't do shout outs. So don't forget to go and visit Captain Brian. He just needs a few more subs in order to be able to do mobile live. It's really important because the boats are going to be coming back to the marina pretty soon, and if he doesn't have those 50 subscribers, he's not going to be able to do mobile live because there's no other way to do it. So please show him some love. We also have the food boat, Minorcan Mullet, Polish Cha-Cha Fishing, and I think that's it. Oh, Mason Hefner. Don't forget Mason. Mason was out shark fishing last night. Got his channel shut down. Copyright infringement or something. So people, don't put music on your streams. Oh God, that fat is so good. So, oh my God. Oh, to die for. Oh, why did I do that? I'm not gonna smell like corned beef. So, Munchie Mafia, thank you so much for coming and hanging out in my kitchen with me. Much love to you. And thank you so much for your support. And thank you, Main Girl, for being the first person to donate. Much appreciated. So don't forget to cook with love, but eat with passion. Have a good night, everybody. Love you. Oh, the bread.